Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining the Live in Divine Harmony podcast. I'm Karmen, your divine synergist of Heart's Joy. I'm an awakened person of purpose, a spiritual life coach. I have a passion for life. I'm an author, podcast host, and a numerologist. In this week's episode on the podcast, we're going to talk about the April numerology energy update. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another episode of the podcast. As always, feel free to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So you've heard me mention, just a reminder, 2023 is what I am calling the bridge year to get us from where we were pre-COVID era to where we're going, which is that unity. It's that unification period. It's unconditional love. And in the month of April, well, first off, we saw what March was like. And I talked about what March was going to be like, especially at the end where we talked about the timeline shifts and the energy shifts. And the last podcast episode, I talked about what frequency are you in. Go make sure to go check out that podcast if you'd like clarity about what I mean by that. And, are you in a victim mindset, or are you really focused on your passions and your joys and your purpose in life? Are you allowing all of the distractions in the outside world and what's happening and that you see on the news and on social media to consume you? Or are you understanding that that is one energy frequency and you're choosing to be in a higher energy frequency? Remember, everything's energy. You're energy. I'm energy. And energy is not good nor bad. It's simply a vibration of different frequencies. And this all took place when Pluto moved into Aquarius. This is truly a 20-year time shift. Now, reminder, Pluto's going to exit Aquarius here, I think, at the end of April or May, and then it's going to come back around and be in there for 20 years. So keep that in mind. Another reminder is we are in a retrograde-free world until April 21st. So for some people, things feel chaotic. Some people, it feels wonderful. You feel like you're able to move forward with your projects. You feel like, especially now that we're in Aries season, you feel like it's the fire energy. It's that go energy. It's like you can finally move again. So on April 21st is when Mercury is going to go retrograde again. Side note, if you want help to work with those energies, please reach out to me. I have lots of free resources in the Creating a Life You Love community. So let's talk about April. And the two energies we're playing with is a 2 energy and a 4 energy. And for me, April feels like a push-pull energy. It's a tug of war energy. You've got the structure and authority versus going with the flow, the harmony, doing what you enjoy. What are your passions in life? And then that structure, that authority coming in, that has to be done this way, or you need to do this now at this particular time. So it's going to feel like a push-pull energy throughout the month of April. Always keep in mind, as I'm sharing these energy updates with you, this is the collective overall energy. So everyone's going to feel it. Do you acknowledge it and understand how to work with and really harness the energies? And then also keep in mind too, depending on what your numerology chart looks like, depending on what energy you're in, both in a personal year and for the monthly energies, those are all going to look different. Okay. So the collective we're really going to start to see the structure wanting to be formed and this authority over us, which no one has authority over us. That's a conversation for another day. If you'd like for me to talk about that, let me know. Versus going with the flow. Okay. Because that 2 energy is a go with the flow. It's a nurturing energy. It's a feminine, divine feminine energy. That mother energy. Versus 4 is a very structured energy. It's that law and order energy. It's a very strong foundational root chakra energy. Now, for some of you, speaking of root chakra, you've been looking for your foundation instead of creating it. Stop looking outside of yourself for someone to come save you, because no one's coming to save you. You have the power to save yourself. Stop looking outside yourself for someone to create that home for you, that energy of feeling like you're at home for you. And I'm speaking metaphorically. You get to create that yourself. We've been taught that we're separate from God, from Jesus, from everything that we already are. You know, we search outside of ourselves for abundance when we already are abundant. That's what we've been taught. That's the narrative. That's the story that we've been taught for so many years. And in the How to Exit the Matrix course, I talk about how to get out of those stories and really, truly take your power back and learn how to create what you do want, not what you don't want. So start to notice your outside world and start to notice how you're showing up. And are you upset and angry about whatever you're experiencing? Or are you sitting back and saying, that's interesting. I'm now going to get curious about it. And let's see, what is it that I get to learn from this experience? When you start to say it happened to me, that's an outside force happening to you. That tells me you're in victim mindset. So just keep in mind, we're going to feel this push-pull back and forth of structure and authority versus the harmony. So I don't teach balance because to me that's perfection. So the harmony of going with the flow. Do we need structure? Absolutely. I definitely need structure of some sort. And I also, as a Pisces, can go with the flow and just move with it. So it's finding that harmony between those two energies. So reminder, on April 20th, during the new moon in Aries, is going to be our first eclipse in 2023, April 20th. And how eclipses work is they start on one moon, and the portal, energy portal, if you will, closes on the next moon. So that energy portal then will close the full moon in Scorpio on May 5th. Now, these energies, you're going to feel them for 6 months, if not longer. And eclipses will do multiple things. So it will take care of people, places, things, situations that maybe you haven't taken care of yet yourself. You've probably, well, let me just say it this way. You've probably heard the phrase eclipse, out of your life. It eclipsed out of my life. That's what eclipses do. It plucks things out. It makes a change abruptly in your life. Eclipses also bring to light whatever was hidden, which is this Pluto and Aquarius energy as well. It's shining that light on things that was once hidden, or really they've always been hidden. They're just now coming to the surface for us to look at. Eclipses do that as well. When I said back in January of 2023 that whatever was hidden is now coming to light, y'all, it's already started. And all of the truth is going to come out. It's already started to come out. And it's just going to continue for the rest of 2023. So are you seeing the patterns for 2023? Now, you also may feel like the rug gets pulled out from underneath you during this eclipse season, because it's going to start in April. And as April, that 4 foundational energy, it's going to be like, whoa, did I have a foundation? I thought I had a foundation. So again, you get to choose, either take care of the situation, people, places, things before eclipse season, which is what I highly recommend, or allow the universe to take care of it for you. Now, as always, there's a lead up time to this energy. So you may already be feeling the need to purge, clean out. I already have my spring cleaning list started, ready to go. Time scheduled out on my calendar to get her done. So again, that is one way that you work with and harness these energies throughout April. It's going to be another powerful month in April. And if you are feeling, if you're having problems, if you're feeling the need to reach out to somebody and maybe you're struggling with the energies, you aren't sure what to do, where to go, who to turn to, you're having problems sleeping, which some people are having problems sleeping because of the Schumann resonance, because of the solar flares that we've had here in March. Reach out, feel free to reach out to me and let's talk. Let's see, what does that look like? Because you're going to start to notice the patterns in your life and how you can truly work with them. You're probably being called to heal and not realizing that that's what you're being called to do. So with that, you're invited to join us in the Creating Life You Love community. It's all free, all on Mighty Networks. I'm going to drop the link below. Check it out, hearts-joy.com, or I'm sorry, hearts-joy.mn for mightynetworks.co. That is a community of like-minded people. And as I mentioned, there's plenty of free resources in there to help you during this time. I look forward to hearing from you, feedback. Let me know any questions that you may have about anything that I've shared today. And I look forward to sharing space with you soon. Sending you much love.